Hi everyone, I'm back, but this time is not for an AliExpress haul. I'm going to be using up some of my recycled materials that I've been saving. And just, some other stuff I have lying around the house. I love using recycled materials for things, and I save them up. So I've been saving my recycled things up for quite a while. And all the stuff that I have is, I've been gathering like stuff for years for crafts. So it's going to be a lipstick palette, but a tall lipstick palette, that holds like a lot of lipsticks. Well, a lot, like the whole tube of lipstick, I'm hoping. So I can get rid of a couple of lipsticks that I have lying around. But you want to make it lipsticks that you're going to actually use. And, okay, so you want some caps to put the lipsticks in. So I have these here. These are just the tops of, those spray aerosol perfume containers. So I'm going to use those, and I had 5 of them. So I thought they're perfect. And, like they all have to, so they all have to be the same height, so you can put a lid on it. And I decided to put something in the middle to put brushes in. You don't have to do that, of course. So I have this old powder container that I got from AliExpress. Oh wait, no, sorry, this is Milani. I got that from Lens Mills. And of course then you'll need to put in it is some brushes. Now I didn't want to wreck my old makeup brushes. I didn't want to wreck my makeup brushes, so I found these, and like they were like 79 cents for all of them. So I figured I could use them. So like that would help to have those, and vice grips to cut them. And so you might need some paint or some spray paint to paint it. Like, even though mine are different colors and everything, I don't want it to look cheap. I want it to look nice, right? So I'm probably actually going to use this spray paint. It's metallic, but you could use paint, which is good too. And of course you don't have to do this either. I might not even use these, I'm not quite sure, but I have this these glittery things. They're like, they have glue on the bottom. I don't know if I use them. And you'll need glue. So you can use a glue gun, or you can use regular glue. It doesn't matter, whichever is better for you. And you'll need some cardboard. I don't want to lift all this stuff up, but I have it's the top of a pizza box underneath, and that's what I'm actually going to be setting these on, right? So what I'm gonna do is, I got a lid here. It's a, I think it's a, yeah, it's a yogurt lid. So I'm gonna like circle it and cut it, and this is the lid I'm gonna use to put on top. So if it just lies like flat on top, your lipsticks will be okay. It doesn't need to like fit tight or anything, as long as it lies flat on top. So I thought that would be good. Now you can paint the lid if you want, or you can use old magazines to put on top, like like cut out pictures or whatever to put on top of the lid. I'm thinking, because I'm going to be using this metallic stuff here, that maybe I have this book here, this Audrey Hepburn book, I think. Oh no, it's the 100 Greatest Stars of All Time, and it's black and white, so I thought that would look really good with it. And as you can see, I only paid $2 for it, so I don't mind like cutting it up. Actually, that's why I got it. I make collages. So I think that's all the stuff you're going to need. And of course, if you want to add glitter, I have glitter here, but I might use some of the gold glitter. I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah, and you'll need scissors, of course. Did I mention that? Scissors. I have a little pair and a big pair because I'm not quite sure, what I'll need. So I'm going to go and I'm going to cut the circle underneath here. And I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. So I decided to go ahead and do some gluing and that, but I'll show you what I did. So I traced this lid here on top of the cardboard, and I cut around. It. And so that's what that is. And then I decided to do some gluing. I just used the regular glue because sometimes the glue gun doesn't stick to plastic too well. So I decided to use that, and that should like stick good. So I got it all glued down, and I did wash the thing from the inside, but it looks like there's some powder left on the outside. Oh well, it's just powder. And I went ahead and I snipped off all of the little brushes here. I measured them so they wouldn't be sticking up too much, but you need them to stick up enough so you can grab them, right? So this is it here. And see, you just put it in there like that. Like that. And so I'm just going to wait for the glue to dry. Oh yes, and I decided, yeah, I am going to use a picture for the top of this thing here. So you see, that's just going to like sit on top. I might have to kind of try and make these go down a little bit more. I might have to snip them off some more because it looks like, no, this isn't sitting on top properly. So I'm going to snip these off some more. But I decided to use this picture here. I got it from my book, and it's of Audrey Hepburn. And as you see, I traced it, and so I'm going to put it on top. But of course, I'm going to spray paint the sides first. And I'm going to spray paint all of this. So I'm just going to wait for the glue to dry, and I'm going to snip off some of these a little bit more with my vice grips, and I'll be back. Okay, so I went ahead and did a couple of things. I cut out the Audrey Hepburn picture, and I taped it on the lid, and I spray painted around the lid. And I went ahead and glued those on, and I spray painted them. And it's okay if you have the top spray painted a bit because the lipstick won't come up to that point. So like that's all spray painted, and I'm just waiting for it to dry. But you see, now it doesn't look too much like a plastic container. So when you have the lid on top, see, it goes like nice and flat on top, so your lipsticks won't dry out. And the white will definitely be drying clear. And so you have to pick out some lipsticks. And with this one I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lipsticks to put in there. And I hope I can use the whole lipstick tube and it won't come up too high. I already have an orange one melting. Of course I want them all different, so I picked an orange. And I picked this color. This is just an old one from the dollar store, but it's like a nice color. It's like that color there. And I picked this one. It's one of my older lipsticks, but it's still good. It's like a nude kind of color. So I picked that one. So there's that one that's going to go in there. And this one. This is an old Avon lipstick. It's a really, oh, Almay, sorry. It's a really pretty pink color. I like it. It's a pretty pink. And I picked a dark brown. This is a Jordana lipstick. I think it's a brown. Yep. So see how they're all different? And then the one I have melting is orange. So you melt the ball and you pour them all in there. I probably should have melted them first and put them in there and then glued them in, but oh well. Just doing this kind of like on this, I don't really know. So I'm going to try to do it this way without making too much of a mess. And also, I found this lid here. It's for an old perfume container. So if you have like an old perfume lid or like any kind of lid that you don't need, I thought it would look really cool if I like glued it like right about there. And so then, you could pick it up and down, and that would make it look really fancy. So I'm just going to go and melt the lipsticks, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've melted all the lipsticks and put them in, and I glued the perfume bottle lid on top. So this is what it looks like. And the lipsticks didn't go all the way to the top, but that's what they look like. And all the lipstick brushes are in there. And we'll do a swatch. I might have to invest in some good lip brushes because I don't know if this is going to work. We'll see. Yeah. I don't know. But I might have to get some good lip brushes. But if you put this on your lips and just kind of rub them back and forth, I'm sure it would work fine. There's no point in me swatching them all. Okay, let's put the lid on. Hopefully it works good. There. See, it's not perfect. I might have to touch some paint right there. But the most important thing is that we used our imagination and we had fun. We used up some recycle containers, and that's it, and got rid of some lipsticks that are hanging around. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you want me to do more like these kind of things, just let me know, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.